EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Toronto. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And down to the 27-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
From off of play action. Complete here to the right to Bolden. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Fromm. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. from the right hash. This from 48. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They'll run on first down. Britt. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On first down, Britt. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On second down, Britt. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. He'll look to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and set them down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw from. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Finding some room at midfield. The 30. 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking him?
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere. But they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback. And indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the 1st round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
So maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On second down now. Britt, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Thunderbirds have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. From firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Out of the shotgun, here's From. And Bolden brings it in, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's From to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. They'll set up a throw. This ball's hooked, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 145 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll give to Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Britt's got it complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing is from. And he gets it to Bolden.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Play action, it's from. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Herbert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 78 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Off the play fake. Here's from. And a quick throw here. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Cowboys! Khalil Herbert, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught by Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
They'll run on first down. Britt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back to throw now on first down. That ball caught by Slayton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught out for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Pass complete, Goddard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Out of the gun now on third down. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing right, and that's complete. They find some open field here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-2.